Hi, everybody. I'm just checking in. It is the end of June. Today's Wednesday, June 30th. I want to tell you, I got some good news from my guides. Um, they've been kind of telling, I think, everybody this over the last month in particular. But basically, we won. We won against all these dark entities, but they're still lingering on. It's not just that, but also the main message they've been telling me is this is unconventional warfare. First of all, this is basically psychological warfare, and at least probably 80% of the world wasn't and is still not aware that we were, in a sense, having a kind of an invisible spiritual battle going on. And well, also because they weren't even aware that uh, they were being enslaved. So they just thought that's just the way things are, and whatever. We live in a corrupt world. That you just got to get over it. But those of us that knew there was something really seriously wrong with Earth and came here to help as well. But I'm just saying, we knew that this got to be fixed. There's got to be a better way. So, as you know, that's why this is kind of all unfolding. But anyway, so the good guys, let's call them the White Hats for now, what they basically told me is them with a huge alliance of help, uh, they've got it under control to a certain extent. One of the better ways to look at this is I kind of use the Second World War as a good reference, but it's like after the Second World War in Germany, in particular, is there was kind of like this kind of a very confusing time that because the wars ended, and there was a lot of loyal, let's say, people to fighting the dark side, fighting the bad fight type of thing that didn't want to quit. Okay, so there's a lot of that going on, and then um, in this case though, it's a little different because it isn't just an open hot war that's ended suddenly. What it is because these are all psychological uh, weapons that they've set up. So the good guys are kind of turning it around and letting them play out as a form of uh, showing people what's been going on. Because if instead of explaining it later on, saying, "Listen, you were brainwashed and whatever," they the we all realize it's almost the best examples to show somebody what things are doing in action, rather than saying, "Yeah, this is what happened and whatever." So this is kind of they're letting it play out for us to all have this experience lessons. Um, so it's a mixture of that going on as well as some real psyops that are still going on, and also you gotta understand there's a lot of stuff out there that's AI driven. Take for instance with social media. There's just you know word recognition, and that's why we have to speak in code and things like that. So there's a lot of these systems out there that are still running. That's going to take a while to shut them all down. And also you got to think of think of the whole. First of all, this is a whole world operation. This isn't just a local battle. This is to take down the worldwide system of control, which we've been under all this time. And as you know, it's very selfish control. It only serves their purpose, not ours. So we're dismantling it slowly. So just so you understand, like the war is won. I keep getting that over and over too. But we're in the process now of taking control. So, and I know there's a lot of other people that are talking about this, but it's what we don't want to have is a vacuum, because it's like, okay, now that we've taken down the bad leaders, we have to replace them with someone that can do it right and is on the side of humanity. So that's kind of what we're going through right now, as well as um, uh, just like during a war, a regular battle, there's like minefields out there and booby traps. So in a psychological warfare and AI warfare, there's all these kind of booby traps are still out there, and they have to be dismantled. It's like we have to we have to unearth all these psychological mines type of thing. If you know, you kind of get what I'm getting at. I'm trying to use that as an example, but we have to dismantle and disarm them all because they're still going off here and there. You know, even though, like I said, the war is over, there's still like these small kind of battles and dismantling. So the stage we're at right now is pretty interesting because it's a transition period between a deeply controlled population of Earth on a psychological basis mostly, and which manifests into a physical form. That's why we are physically uh, kept down as well and enslaved. But so we're, I mean, the good news is, which I've told you since the beginning, is we're heading towards true freedom, and it's going to be pretty difficult for people to wrap their heads around it, and they're not sure exactly how to do it. Uh, but dismantling the old system is going to take a while. It's going to take years. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight, including our financial system, which has to be rebooted. And the thing is all of us that are helping, and especially the people in kind of more in control, like more of the leaders of this freedom operation, we're all aware of what had to be done. So we knew there's a new financial system, financial quantum system that, as you know, that's already been set up. It's ready to go. It took years to implement it and get it ready to go. But in order to turn that switch on, something has to happen still, as well as it's going to take a while for people to get up to speed, to really understand what's okay. First of all, what's been going on, and then once we get out of this, it's like, okay, now where are we going? Because we'll have financial freedom, and the thing is, it has to go along with, for instance, new energy systems. It's just a whole paradigm shift, like I've been telling you guys. So, I mean, this is happening. It's rolling out, and June was kind of a really cool month as far as like truth bombs going off here and there, and people starting to wake up more and more. But July's going to get more intense. It's going to be a lot more truth coming out, and for all of us that have been waiting, it's like, yes, finally, yes, okay. But you got to keep in mind, there's a bunch of sleepyheads out there, and there's nothing wrong with them, except for they just drank a little more poison than we did. We found the antidote before them almost, using it as an example. But I'm just saying that we got to help them out of this, and then once we all kind of wake up out of this kind of a nightmare, in a sense, what it was. We can start going forward, and we can start building a whole new world and doing it right, doing it the way it should be. We should be happy. There's no reason for us to be in fear and anxiety like this. We're going to move forward and make the world a lot happier place. So anyway, that's coming, but like I said, this is going to take a few years to completely roll out, and I keep saying I trust the plan because I do. The people that are kind of behind this operation, working really hard on this. They're rolling it out as they see fit, basically. In other words, okay, they're just enough to sort of wake people up, get get people up to speed, and roll out the newer systems that are going to come out. So, it's really good news, you guys. I mean, we're really moving forward here, and as we all know, it's because we all have our consciousness is connected. So the more we connect with each other, and which means basically showing compassion and understanding and things like that, the sooner we can get over this and unite. Basically, this is uniting humanity, is what we're doing. in a common cause of good, of happiness and positive. So that's kind of where we're heading. But like I said, it's not really over yet because there's, like I said, there's a lot of booby traps out there, a lot of systems that are still in play, and we have to dismantle them. So our job still is to just stay positive, which that's what I am. I'm always thinking ahead, being positive. So that's my good news update for the end of June, and looking forward to July. It's gonna get more bumpy, but good bumps in some ways for all of us that have been waiting for this truth to come out. So I'll talk to you guys in July. Okay, bye.